I'm surprised Rasha hasn't already. Where is she?" "I don't know," said Hazel. She'd been pleased that her tutor, Dame Rasha, was uncharacteristically late, but now her absence was puzzling, almost as puzzling as the presence of a Red Branch in the triplets' sitting room. The Red Branch did many things, but babysitting was not among them. Where was the regular guard? Again, the door opened. Violet and Isabel Faeregine were identical, but people never confused the two. Violet never rushed or raised her voice. Her posture was always perfect, and her expression seldom stirred from one of serene composure. If Isabel was fire, Violet was ice. Even her dress was pale blue. She surveyed the room with detached disapproval. "Are we ready?" she inquired. "Do we look ready?" said Isabel. Violet gave a prim smile. "No, we don't." "Say 'we' one more time, and I'm going to throttle you," said Isabel. Hazel crossed her fingers. Violet tutted. "Are we forgetting I'm the eldest?" Technically, this was true. Violet had been born 9 minutes before Isabel, a fact she often cited. She never bothered telling anyone that she was 26 minutes older than Hazel. That gulf was self-evident. Isabel snorted. "As though 9 minutes matter." Violet's eyes twinkled. "You'll find that they matter very much. See you down there." She left in a soft rustle of silk. Isabel turned to Hazel. "You don't think the spider's going to announce anything, do you?" "About her successor?" said Hazel. "No idea." Scooting off the bed, Isabel smoothed her dress, crimson silk embroidered with rubies. Hazel's was green silk, dotted with emeralds. It lay on the velvet chaise, still wrapped in muslin. "Hurry up and get ready," Isabel muttered. "I'm going to catch up with Violet." Before Hazel could reply, Dame Rasha swept through the door. "My apologies, Your Highness. This morning has been—" The Vi paused. Wolfish blue eyes swept over the mess before settling on her charge. A charge still abed in her night clothes, and whose fine white hair was sticking up like dandelion wisps. Isabel seized the chance to escape. Ducking past Hazel's tutor, she scampered out to the common room and shut the door behind her. Dame Rasha glanced down at a bolster. Her voice was hoarse, its accent tinged from years living in the Witch Peaks. "What is the meaning of this?" "I was redecorating," said Hazel. "Bad idea. I'll fix it." With a flick of her wrist, Hazel sent the scattered pillows flying to their places. They obeyed marvelously, landing with soft, simultaneous thuds. Hazel could not quite suppress a grin. She was getting good at these little cantrips. She offered a hopeful glance at her tutor. As Vi's went, Dame Rasha was not particularly imposing. The mystic stood no more than 7 feet, and her fur, once an inky black, had faded to muted gray. Her teeth were worn, and her clawed hands trembled when she took her afternoon tea. But that glare was dark as thunder. She did not speak so much as growl. "Casual magic is vulgar. Get up." The command cracked like a whip. Hazel slid sheepishly out from under her covers and fidgeted with her nightgown. Dame Rasha marched her to a full-length mirror. "Raise your arms," she ordered. When Hazel did so, Dame Rasha whisked off her nightgown as though changing a toddler. Hazel swallowed her indignation. There was no arguing with Rasha when she was in a mood. While the Vi fetched hot water, Hazel stared at her reflection. "You do not have the Faeregine look." Isabel and Violet were tall. Hazel stood a foot shorter. Her sisters were developing curves. Cubes had more curves than she did. Every summer, Isabel and Violet ripened into bronze, but Hazel's skin was the color of bleached ivory, so pale she stayed indoors on sunny days. When she did go outside, Rasha swaddled her.